The federal government has revealed that Nigeria has no law against movement of people across its territorial boundaries. Minister of Interior Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola noted this while addressing State House correspondents on Wednesday 10th of June 2020 after the virtual Federal Executive Council FEC meeting at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. Asked how his ministry plans to check Nigeria's porous land borders, he said, "Let me be clear and remind us of the fact that our boundaries are artificial." He added, "There is nothing known to law that can prevent cross-border movements." According to him, despite this, the ministry is engaging critical stakeholders in border communities to identify elements that are dangerous to the security of the country on either side of the border. It is a shame if indeed what the minister said is true. If Nigeria can't legally prevent inter-border crossing, then why are we even a country? How can a border be artificial? Does the minister mean we have no verifiable geographical features that demarcate Nigeria? What the minister is saying, in essence, is that anyone, including foreign herdsmen, legally can just walk across into the country from anywhere. And of course, they have to allegedly kill, kidnap, rape, and when done, just stroll back across whenever they feel like. You can imagine such a thing? It seems the herdsmen are not as illiterate as we thought. They have been aware of this and have been exploiting it, even telling us, but we never knew. Well, Nigerians should then brace up for more. We urge our lawmakers to immediately look into this, and if there be no laws against inter-border crossings, they should immediately enact laws to that effect. I do hope this was informative. I don't know what they are going to do at the end of the day. So guys, there is a fire on the mountain. You can imagine the federal government telling us that our borders are artificial. You know, these people can talk carelessly. Do they bother? Everywhere, all their family members are well secured according to them, but they have forgotten. Maybe they believe that what they have stacked, the money they've stacked in their bank account, is going to save them. Or the same police people or the same security people, they are not taking care of, because they are not taking care of the or no looking into the welfare of those security people. They believe that, oh, these people have signed that come sun, come rain, they are going to be protecting them. That is what they feel, that yes, everything is intact. And most of their family members or their loved ones they've already taken them out of this country. So you can imagine such a statement. And just like this writer is trying to tell us that maybe because those what is it called, the S-men, they have seen these loopholes, a lot of loopholes. You are saying that they are artificial, and what have, as a country, and that's the pertinent question, as a country, we don't have border, and we call ourselves a country. We call the country a country. We say it's a sovereign country, it's a sovereign state. You can imagine such statements. Oh my goodness. And what have you been doing about it? You know, from reports we've been getting, that we have over 1,400. It might be more than that. Is what have been quoting since God knows when. Over 1,400 illegal borders. That is what we have. Free entry and free exit. And that is what has been happening. Then what is the policy that the president talked about, that a free movement, this visa at the free visa at the port of entry? So if they're artificial, meaning it is not original, it is not something that you can really put a not as law, that the federal government does not have a whatever to stop anybody, the movement of anybody from boundaries. You see the kind of people ruling us, you see their life. They cannot be bothered, they cannot be concerned, they cannot be perturbed with the situation of things happening. The issue of Esme, the activities, they don't care. Oh my goodness. I think the person who is talking, who is holding them very well at their truth is IPOP, and they've already been exposed. They've already been exposed to the community community, international communities, they've been exposed to them. It's not as if maybe the international communities would be able to do anything, of course, to a very large extent, because the highest they can do is that they will, the relationship will not be cordial, and they know what it means. And that is why the federal government is crying out. You could cry out, but you could not do the right thing. And again, calling the lawmakers, you want to tell me they don't know? You want to tell me they don't know all of these things? They will leave it so that they will use it, all of them. They see all the loopholes, because from time to time, they are supposed to be reviewing everything. But guess what? What they always review is when election thing, election whatever, or their salary or whatever, anything that concerns them. And the only thing, they always flex their muscle. They always, you see them sweating when it comes to election, what is it called? To review the election processes. That is what they usually do. They don't, the nitty gritty of what they are supposed to do that will benefit the country at large, because they believe that, after everything, they might just travel. As somebody who said, one of the governors in the north, I've forgotten the particular state, saying that, oh, even if he does not get his second term, the best thing for him is he just go back to Saudi Arabia. He goes to what is it called? He goes to the US. What does that tell you? That he will leave all of you there. He does not care. He will go there and relax. Of course, like he said, he came from there. He will still go back there, meaning you cannot stay back in your country. How many of them, if they know they get shame, atom of shame is not in them, how many of those their counterparts in other countries come back to Nigeria to say, I want to go there? I don't know who is going to put it up to these people, because they believe that money is everything. Because the money they think they are getting, they are even stealing it. Illegally or legally, they are stealing it, the money from the masses, after making such amounts of money without doing anything. We call this beautiful nonsense. All of this is, whether at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, it is beautiful nonsense. That is just the way it is. Beautiful what? It's beautiful nonsense. Our borders are artificial. That is what this man is telling us. So everybody should go and sleep, so these people can walk in, free entry and free exits. Okay, let us hear what Nigerians are saying. I've just said my own opinion. Shame on all of them all. That's what somebody is saying. They deliberately left it open for smuggling, election rigging, population figure manipulation, and to help attack non-northerners whenever they need help against southerners. They all know what they are doing. Exactly, they know what they are doing. Oh my goodness. If federal governments cannot stop those herdsmen, then it is clear indication of weakness. Therefore, they should resign. Would they resign? Who is going to tell them to resign? It is we that will tell them to resign. But are we ready to do that? Territorial security of the nation is already compromised. Yes, it is compromised. Our borders are simply not policed. A Fulani man has always been the controller general of the immigration and customs in this country since independence. No other tribe has ever held this position. No wonder Esme freely come in and go as they wish. Okay? It is shameful to know that our leaders have simply refused to protect us. Yoruba man serving his Fulani masters for personal gains, typical of them. All of them, it's not even Yoruba people. Let's even get it. They cut across board. They cut across board. They cut across board. Maybe their numbers are many compared to other people, but they cut across board. Go to Edo State now. Have you ever heard Ujomole talk about Esme? The way and manner at which they go about this their drama and their election. Even Obaseki, have you ever seen them coming out to say, no, I will not do it? Just like Fayose did when he was the governor. He at least categorically said it would not happen. And he stood by his people. He went with the local hunters. He told them that I'm behind you, I'm this and that. How many of them have you seen taking such decisions? Okay, go to what is it called? Ebonyi. Tell me the stand of the governor concerning this estimate. Go to Imo State. Oh my goodness, all of them. Who among all of them is speaking that this and that? So they cut across board. Then you go to where? Okay, maybe only I can see maybe what is this man's name? The Benue man. The Benue man has been moving around. At least that one has done something. And even with that, they are still not allowing the man to breathe. So all of them, they cut across board. It's not only Yoruba people. Maybe their numbers could be more, but they are all the same. Forget them. We have all these principalities and powers across board. Across board. Okay, just look at the nonsense the zoo animals said. Why would somebody not call them zoo? Saying that our borders are artificial. That our borders are what? Artificial. That nobody can stop anybody from entering. You can imagine. Look at the incompetent leaders that should be farming now. If this is true, and I doubt, but if so, then we have to do something fast. Does anybody need to be doubting this thing? Something is happening. They are not doing anything. You are saying if it is true. Is it not evidence? Even if he did not say it, it's already a known thing that they are not ready to protect anything. They are not ready, because if you see the way these people are coming in, has any of them been arrested? All these Herdsmen committing this atrocity, have they been arrested? None has been arrested. So what are we saying if it is true, if it is not true? So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning what this Minister of Interior has said. Leave your comment below respectfully in the comment section. Thank you.